Hello, everyone. So I just saw this headline, even though I've not been able to see the body of the news, but it says Nigeria convicted Senator Ekweremadu earns $370,000 while in London jail. Is this the African report? Has it? It's a former deputy president of the Nigerian Senate, Ike Ekweremadu, may have been in detention in London since June last year, but this has not stopped his emoluments and allowances, the African report can confirm. I'm just also trying to think, Ike Ekweremadu, was he at any time a governor or was he just a lawmaker? I didn't even remember that he was even deputy Senate Speaker at one time. And then Oluomo of Debbie has this to say. He said Ekweremadu was reportedly paid $370,000 in 2023 while sitting in a UK prison. Let that sink in. A man convicted and incarcerated, yet still earning what most Nigerians would see in 10 lifetimes. Meanwhile, ordinary citizens are drowning with no jobs, no healthcare, no dignity, and we're quiet. Nigerians are not angry enough because in this country, babu dey work, monkey dey chop, and we have normalized it. Until the anger matches the injustice, nothing will change. And that's so powerful. Until the anger matches the injustice, nothing will change. We don't have enough anger over here because, of course, there are so many reasons that contributed to it. But most importantly, is religion. Religion has actually been weaponized and is used against the people. Many people don't see it. You're told that, oh, just leave it. Why don't you fight for your own miracle? You're going to get something. So this whole gospel of prosperity where, oh, you will soon get something. Oh, there's this, has made many people to fall in a place where instead of them, being angry enough, they just feel, oh, this grace will fall on me, that grace will fall on me. And that's the reason why when you see, for example, that young man whose story went viral recently. I see they've raised money for him. I think about 8 million. Tyler Association are doing something for him. He was picking all these debt rubber to sell plastic, disposable plastic for him to sell. He was trying to raise money to buy the machine that he'll be using for tiling and stuff like that. You saw how viral it was. And I did a video which I would say, I said it might be a bit controversial to some people because people feel, oh, it's grace, let me tap into grace. People have sort of lost everything because they are waiting to tap into one grace or the other. And in so doing, it's almost like gambling. When you see people gambling, and then as I just say, gambling, let me just digress a little bit. It reminded me of this story that I read about someone who was gambling. He was working in a factory, he was on his phone, going through betting, whatever. And then I think he lost an arm also. And then they paid him, was it 3 million naira? Guess what? He used that 3 million naira to gamble and he lost everything. That's how bad it is. So, but when people are fixated on, oh, it will soon be my turn. Oh, there's somebody who has made it big. There's somebody who has made you. That's why we don't have enough anger because people are waiting for their own turn to be fixed. And unfortunately, we have imbibed such a selfish culture, very selfish culture, that people feel that when they get it, everybody can die. You see that people over time, many people will come and beg, they will raise money for them, they have healthcare issue. I think it was around 2018 or 2019 that I sat down one day and say, all of these people that they raise money for here, how many of them have ever come to say, Kai, because of what I went through, they had to raise money for me. Now I'll start talking about healthcare awareness. I'll start making demands on healthcare issues so that other people who also will have the same problem with me will now have a place where they'll be taken care of. They don't. People just get this money, they solve their problem, they move. There was even one that they raised money for that person. The money was more than what he needed, way more than, donations. And he now got more than what he needed. They were begging him to take out of it and give someone else that also had medical issues. This person refused. That's to tell you how selfish people are. So you saw that whole thing. where this boy, they are not donating money. So everybody is waiting for that kind of a thing. Is it will soon be my turn, I will get it. If I get it, that's all. Everybody can go. That's why you see people, will come and tell, oh, I never thought Nigeria will happen to me. I find that I very irritating. It is the most selfish statement that for me that I imagine people make. No matter what has happened to somebody, by the time I'm reading it and I see somebody say, oh, I never thought Nigeria will happen to me, I just close that. Okay. The picture, the rest of us that you thought it will be happening to us, it will not happen to you. Oh yeah, let's all be here. And that's why we don't have that anger enough. Imagine someone like this, you're just sitting down. How many Nigerians are making this? Sitting there, someone that has been convicted, how come that he was not yeah, 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 yeah. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, the kind of things that we see happening in our country. And then a buyer or nanuga will now come out and be talking in the nonsense and in the rubbish, because that's just what that talk was all about. Oh, people should be short on sight. Really? The kind of injustice that you see in Nigeria is just so unbelievable that sometimes you're sitting there and you're asking yourself, what the heck? What is it? Is this how we're going to continue for the next how many years? Things are going to get worse and worse and worse. So religion has been used to cow people. You find out that like I always explain to people, I said, look, in the Islamic world here in Nigeria, they'll tell you that, oh, protest is haram, don't hold leaders accountable. This is what God has ordained. It's not what God has ordained. God does not ordain criminality. It's people that do their own criminality. This is what God has ordained. And just when you get to heaven, that's when you enjoy. In the Christian world, they'll be telling them that, get your own miracle. Don't you believe you can get your own grace, sow your seed? And then they'll be telling people to bring what they don't have. They'll be sowing seed. You are sowing seed. The person you are sowing seed for is doing a private jet. Every other thing that you want, they will tell you that you should go and pray to God, you should have faith. But when they want to collect money, they don't used to have faith, they don't used to pray to God. Why would you pray to God for him to pay the tithes that everybody is supposed to have? When they need money, I saw one former that said, what was it that said the thing that got him angry about, and he said he wasn't going to be going to church again, that when you need help, they will tell you to go and pray to God. But there was it generator, the church needed a generator, but everybody was donating. You know, it's just crazy. Religion has okay. See someone, Yaya Bello is facing trial for corruption. He's on trial. He's alleged to have looted money from his state, and then they are releasing him that he's going to Saudi Arabia to go and pray. Really? That he's going to do Hajj over there. Really? In short, our outrage is not matching the injustice. The day the outrage will match the injustice, all of us will know what to do.